We are live. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Come on, YouTube. Come on. There we go. Now it recognizes it. Thank you, thank you. Yo, what up, buddy? What's up? Austin Bashy, Jamal Emmers fight was announced. I like that matchup a ton. I gotta be honest. I like it a ton. Some more fights got announced. Bo Nickel is fighting at UFC 322. I haven't gotten the 100% confirmation, but I did see that it was a possibility. I liked Vieira in that matchup. I gotta be honest. Well, Bo Nickel might be the faster guy in that one, so the plotting kind of slow Rodolfo might be behind. But if it goes grappling, I like Vieira. But Bo Nickel might be able to keep it on the feet and win it. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Same. Yo 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 yo. Hi, what's up? Also, Taporia isn't he said he isn't fighting again until 2026? Possibly. I mean, at this point, the year is kind of packed or stacked out, so that's possible. A lot of people are going to be upset about that. He's been pretty active, so finally here it is. Of course. Damn it. Let me see. Save. Change my thumbnail, one I have now. Change it to this. Who are some of your guys' picks for the upcoming year? Sorry, boss. What's up? Are you going to talk about the Bible, UFC? UFC for sure. For sure. Absolutely for sure. Let me put this on the community post. Image. What are some of your picks? UFC Paris. Boom, shakalaka. Where are you from? Indiana. Favorite fighter of all time is Cowboy Cerrone. Cowboy Cerrone. That is my favorite fighter of all time. Probably a little bit of a different one than most people, but I grew up watching him, and yeah. Is he better than Hamzat? No. I like him more than Hamzat, but that doesn't mean he's better than Hamzat, if that makes sense. What is your thought, Taryn, on him not fighting until 2026? What's your thought on that? Ba 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 ba. Oops. is he better than Hamza? That's crazy talk. I think in his prime he would have given him a run for his money, but I'm super biased. So super biased. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Slap that like button. Yeah, some pretty big fights were announced today. Here, let's do this. Big Marcel. So we got Punahele Soriano versus Nikolay Vernakinov for Vernatenikov. It's no cap. I'm jealous of your beard. Genetics. Appreciate you. What are your thoughts on Rampage? I think what Raja did was absolutely pathetic. Because for one, the slam enough was be like, okay, fine. But to do what he did, there's no coming back from that. Like, you can learn, you can grow as you get older, and you can take responsibility for what had happened. But you should never be allowed to fight again. You should never be allowed to really train. You shouldn't be allowed to be anywhere near contact sports. You should never be able to go to events. You should be banned. You should be in trouble. It was the punches for me, like 2 punches, okay. Well, again, the guy was already knocked out when he slammed him. So like he's done. Don't hit him again. He's already out. Because like the problem obviously is he punched him when he was unconscious, but he was unconscious after the slam. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? The slam's the issue afterwards. And then he punches him 22 times. He can't do that. But like 15, holy yeah, bro, prison for 8 years. Yeah, again, I don't know if he should go to prison. Obviously, I think if the guy didn't make it, you go to prison. Because that's a problem. But how long do you put him in there? Because I think it's really the outside punishments that are really going to affect him. Bit of an idiot for that? Yeah. And I think it's a little bit more than an idiot. I think it's immaturity. I think, for one, I think the concussion had some influence on his decision making. But again, you have to make better decisions. Like, that's the reality. You can't do that because you're severely concussed. You can't do that. I think there was things that were wrong beforehand, but Raja is the bad guy in this because he did what he did. How did Rampage not reach his son? Oh, wait. Teach his son? Well, it's not on Rampage. Rampage has nothing to do with this. Nothing. It's not on Rampage. You can raise your kids, you can teach your kids and all those things, but you cannot. They are their own people. This is not on Rampage. What was the story behind it? They had a beef, right? No, basically, so the first thing comes out of him going in the ring or whatever, doing what he did. It comes out a little bit later that he's at a behind the scenes thing with all the wrestlers. That guy comes up, smashes a beer can on his head. Fake or not, he does do that. Raja is pissed off because he smashes. They didn't talk about that. He thought he was a wrestler. Didn't talk about it. That's what happens. And then apparently Raja's on live while that guy is wrestling. And they're like, you won't do it. And, they're talking shit to him. And then he goes, I'll go in there, I'll beat him up. And then he went in there and did it. Well, yeah, Shane, it's awful, man. It's awful. But again, it's not on Rampage. It's not on Rampage. Not on Rampage. Because Rampage would have not allowed that to happen. He would have stopped him. Why do you think Tybura loses? Because I think he's struggled with fast, powerful punchers. We've seen it 1,000 times. Augusto Sakai. We've seen it with obviously Tom Aspinall, Derek Lewis. We've seen it before. Obviously, the concern is if Tybura gets the takedown, how does Ante do with his takedown defense? How does he do with his get-ups? We don't really know. But I like the power. I like the speed. And historically, Marcin Tybura has been very bad with those fighters. What's up? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, buddy? I don't even know what that means, Mike. What? What? Hope you're doing well, Renya. Appreciate you, buddy. Again, if you guys can, slap that like button. Hit that fucking hype button or whatever it is over here. Super chats are always welcome. Get your message read immediately, but I appreciate you. How do you know all this stuff about MMA? I've been watching it for a long time, and I keep track. Oh, are AI robots? Well, AI robots aren't going to be on the UFC. I know what you're talking about, but that's not going to take over real people's thing, you know. Yeah, I watched it for a long time, and I just kind of follow it. My first thing that I loved was like movies. I like storytelling, and I still get the same thing with fights. Eagles or Cowboys tomorrow? I think Cowboys win or Eagles win tomorrow, but Cowboys could be surprising. My biggest thing is you get rid of Parsons, you fucking pay a corner who's way less impactful on the game than Parsons. How are you going to stop Saquon now? You don't really have anybody. You didn't replace anybody when everybody left for free agency. Eagles lost a ton of talent on the offensive line, on the defensive line, corners. Yeah, you have Quinyon Mitchell, but you don't really have anybody else. Jalen Hurts isn't a great quarterback. He's top 8, top 7. But I don't know. It should be a fun game. I'm excited. John Dog, what's up, buddy? The judges he's talking about right in the ranking system. The judges. Oh, no. I don't think he's talking about the ranking, the judging. Unfortunately. Yeah, Dana White was just in China looking at a bunch of bobs. Okay. I don't understand these 10-hour streams that Jacksons are doing. Like, you son did a felony and out here doing streams in clubs with girls. It's over my senses. Yeah, again, I don't know what Rampage is thinking, but we all can tell that Rampage isn't happy about this. Like, this isn't Rampage's fault. I don't know what the correct thing to do besides being upset, and Rampage is upset. But at the end of the day, if Rampage is streaming, Rampage still has to work. Rampage still has to do these things. Like, he still has to keep up with stuff. I mean, it's on Raja. Raja's 25 years old. Do I watch hockey? No. Bobs are what they're calling the AI robots. Oh, okay. Have you seen Real Steel? Yes, I've seen that. Buckets of Bolts. Yeah, I've seen Real Steel. It's a great movie, actually. It's a great movie. Again, this is on Raja. Raja has to accept the punishment, not Rampage. Rampage could be upset with his kid. Rampage can be having talks with him, but it's not on Rampage. It's on Raja. Now, if Raja was like 16, 17 and this happened and Rampage was supposed to be watching him, then sure. But it's not on Rampage. Nate Diaz was robbed of a whole career proving wrong. I don't need to prove you wrong. I love Nick. You're correct. You're correct. Yeah. Do you mind going over your picks for the card real quick? Of course. No problem. My picks. Who I think's going to win. Start from the bottom. Bannon. My personal opinion, I don't like or respect the claim. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Bannon. Gustafson. Robert. Patterson. Fernandez. Elijah. Sai. Ruchala. Kieta. Sola. Jones. Bukauskas. Ruffy. Barello. Those are my picks. People say UFC don't do promotional hype packages. I think they don't have to now because the MMA world will do it for them. For X, they just announced JDM versus Islam. The whole MMA world exploded. Yeah, you're 100% correct. It's so big now. In the past, like Jose Connor, That was the brink. That was like, it's here, it's climbing, and then Jose, and then they make the package and it goes. So it's like when fights are announced and people do videos and stuff like that. It just like you look at it, like you said, people, MMA YouTubers talking about it and putting videos out on it and stuff. I mean, you got to think some of those are getting 30,000. I think MMA gurus got like what, over 100,000. So it's just, yeah, they don't need to do the promotional. Who's your top three UFC fighters on the mic? Oh, appreciate you, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Top three fighters on the mic. One is Chael. I'm not a huge. I don't stand for what he does now, but Chael is number one. Connor's number two. And ooh. Yeah, that third one's hard. Honestly. I I I'm kind of leaning towards Izzy. I liked Izzy on the mic a lot. He was always no bullshit. Next guy's up. We all know who it's gonna be. It's gonna be this guy. He always called his shot. I like that a lot. Trying to think who else would be. I like Ben Rothwell. He's goofy, but yeah, I'm gonna say Izzy on the mic. Chael one, Connor two, and then Izzy. Yeah, Izzy. I don't know who else would be really in that conversation. I took your advice, so I decided to put a big bet on Crawford to win. Let's go, buddy. Appreciate you. Colby. What about Colby? What about Colby? Colby is dog shit. Method of win? For who? For who? Method of win. Top three on mic? No. No. I think he's more infamous on the mic because, like, that promo saved his career, but it wasn't a great promo. He just shit on people. I think that's a little bit different, but I guess there's an argument for it. Great list. I almost just said top two, LOL, because I couldn't think of a third. I mean, you're correct. Top three on the mic, biopic. 3, 2, Chael, 1, McNuggets has got to be. Top three on the mic. Biopic? Who the fuck is that? Who's your three? Crawford Icy. Yeah, buddy. Who the hell is three? Biopic? Oh. Bisbing's a good one. That's a good one. Bisbing, Chael, Connor. Okay. My bad. I was like, who the fuck is biopic? And Bisbing wasn't bad. I think Chael and Connor is, there's levels. And even now, I still go back and I listen to Chael sometimes. Autocorrect? Yeah. I still go back and listen to Chael's promos sometimes. They're so good. So good. His promos were fucking filthy. How do I feel about Tony winning boxing? It's awesome. If people understand, like for me, I love a journey in fighting. Even like to me, gosh, I have so many thoughts and it's hard for me to get them out. One of the reasons why like Ronda Rousey to me isn't in that top echelon. Of course we all respect what she did, but I don't like her as a fighter. I don't like her as a person because as soon as it became she wasn't the one winning, anytime there was adversity, she folded and she became a nuisance. And if you listen to what people have said backstage, she was a pain in the ass to deal with. And then when she lost to Holly Holm, I said, okay, now we're going to figure out. Now we will see how good she is. Because that's when you figure out how good fighters are. And guess the only outlier to that is John. And it makes me respect what he's done so much because I've always looked at it like that. You know, like when Cain Velasquez had his first loss against JDS very quickly on the Fox after Cain had his shoulder surgery. What did he do? Came back more determined, came back better. So okay, sometimes we'll see guys lose or get beat, close fight, and never really be the same. We've seen it. Junior's biggest problem, and he got older, was he was in so many wars when he was younger, it just took it out of him. You know, like we already seen him, lose and then come back. So it's kind of, that's what I like about fighting. I like seeing the adversity. And sometimes you see good fighters, really good fighters, have a hard moment in a fight, recover, and then their next fight that doesn't happen, and they're more technical, they're more defensive. Those are things that I like about it. I don't even know if I answer your thing. What does Chael do now that you don't like? He is very clickbaity with his YouTube channel. He says things that are like, "Come on, Chael, I know you don't believe that." It seems like he just does what will get him views, and I don't like that. You can throw Patty in there, but that's a stretch. Yeah, Patty's not terrible. I think the one that Connor did, not Connor, the one that Michael Chandler did when he got to the UFC is better than anything anything that Patty has done on the mic, better than anything he's done on the mic. But I think Patty has obviously been more successful than Mike, if that makes sense. Luke Rockhold announced his retirement for combat sports today. Finally. Fucking A, please, man. Ronda Rousey always rubbed me the wrong way. Yep. I didn't understand it when I was younger until now I do. I'm like, ooh, I don't like that. I've been silently watching your channel for a while. I'm a big fan. Okay. How do you feel about the new up and coming fighters from the South Florida? Good try. Good try, buddy. Gotta do better than that. You know what? I can't think of anyone coming up or present that's any good on the mic. I'm stumped. Ooh, that's a good question. Let me think. Up and coming. Like the one guy that was from the Contender Series, and he kind of got viral because of his fucking awful post fight speech. I didn't like that at all. I think there's something in the mic skills of Peyton Talbot. I just don't know if I just don't think he's reached it yet. But that's a potential one where if he could figure it out a little bit, I think he could do really, really well with the mic skills. I'm trying to think. God, you might be right. You might be right. Trying to think. I don't think Hamzat's great on the mic. I thought Sean was decent on the mic, better than the previous and the current person on that list, on that division, not list, but division. Man. You know what? Let's kind of look for a second, if you guys don't mind. Max kind of rubs me the wrong way, too kind of arrogant. I don't think he's arrogant at all, but that's fair. Paris gets a local time fight night, but Australians get a U.S. primetime fight card. Thanks, Dana. W take. I was definitely happy for the dude because the emotion he was expressing was for passion for fighting he has. Yep, 100%. Why a giant from Game of Thrones telling us about UFC, bro, just can't eat for breakfast. Where's JDM versus Islam at? Abu Dhabi, I assume, so Islam can use IVs? No, it is not Abu Dhabi. Yo, Lolita, what's up? Dom Cruz was good on the mic. He makes people look so stupid. That's fair. That's fair. Might not have anyone good on the mic after Chandler retires. Conor McGregor. I think Alex Pereira gets ragdolled in the rematch versus Ankalaev. Does he move up to the heavyweight? No. Ragdolled. Yeah, I'm in Central Time. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Okay, so let's look and see if any up and coming fighters have good. If there's anybody coming up that's good on the mic. And you know what? I think Pico is going to be good on the mic. He just has to get to the mic. That's not a diss. I do think that's just true. Okay, so let's start with flyweight. Let's look. Who will call out Conor after Chandler retires? Fucking nobody. Let's see. Let's see. I don't even know if I don't think Lima is not. Estevan's not. Alan Nascimento, no. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that one. No. Shoot, I don't think nobody for flyweight. Gene Silva, not the worst on the mic. He's not terrible. I wouldn't put him on that list. If Conor ever comes back, which I doubt, I would love to see Holloway McGregor too. The only fight, if Conor comes back, is Chandler. People that say Gary are honestly nuts. Yeah, I don't think Gary's good on the mic. I think his first promo on the mic was good. I like that one. Everything else has not been good. That one's good. That one seemed genuine. All the other ones don't. Gene, so no. What about Fluffy? He cusses too much. Yeah. I love Fluffy, but I don't mind the cussing, but I think like watching it on like YouTube, it's just gonna be beep bleep 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 bleep. So people will never understand how good it is. They should consider booking Artem Russian Hammer versus Conor McGregor. That'd be crazy. He's got catchphrase too, even if it's just a bark. That's fair. Who wins, Ruffy or Holloway? I'm always gonna say Holloway, but that's a tough one. But we don't know a lot about Ruffy. Ruffy gets fraud checked by BSD. If BSD can get the grappling, sure. I'm not against that. I've been talking about that. That's crazy when I think of all the people who are great on the mic are literally all in the past. Ooh. I mean, yeah. So nobody in flyweight. Let's look on the first page for bantamweight, men's bantamweight. Let's see if there's anybody here that's good on the mic. No. Shoot, we haven't seen him at all. Holy crap. Okay. Anybody on the mic? Anybody? Elijah Swift isn't bad, but I don't think he's great on the mic. Super young, so. Nobody in the 40s. Keep going up. France card is at a perfect time for me. Me too. What about Gene Silva versus Holloway at lightweight? I don't want to see Max at. Oh wait, that's 45. That's fun. He's gonna get tested too. I think Holloway versus Hooker should be next. I agree with that. Tony Ferguson was good on the mic. See, I don't think he was. I never thought he was. I always thought he was cringe. I always thought he was cringe. His fighting style was incredible, but cringe. His on the mic was cringe. His fighting style was incredible. Tony, undisputed champion in Misfits Boxing. Crazy how Tony ended his career the same way Khabib started his, fighting guys like Salt Poppy. Yikes. Did Macy Barber get some new? I have no idea. Rampage, Bisbing, Chael, Diaz, Tito, Brock, and that's just the top off. Okay, no one now. Yeah. Oh, I think the Diaz. I think Nick was really good on the mic. Mm, you gotta have Connor in there too. Yeah, for me it's Chael, Connor, Izzy. Top three. Nah, Tony never made no sense. Yeah. How do you think Prime Tony would do against BSD and Marcano? Oh, he would destroy them. Especially a guy like BSD who gets hit a ton. He would destroy them. Oh, Prime Tony, yeah. Yeah. The only one that would give him problems is Tapori because he hits so hard and Tony's very hittable. But again, Prime Tony, I mean, you couldn't do anything against him. You could hit him, but he'd keep coming. Cringe gets attention these days. That's true. Kind of crazy to fake you can't make weight. Oliveira would beat Khabib by UD. Really? Definitely not Tito. Askren was good on the mic. He was okay. His more of a thing was like a what now, Dana type of thing. Women's Dakota, Bantamweight, Amanda Nunes, Aline Perez. Okay, that's not bad. Prime Tony made Pettis quit on the stool. Well, he didn't quit. I mean, I guess he did because he told his cornerman that his hand was broken. He said, You're not fighting with your hand broken." Yeah, DDP was pretty good on the mic. Pretty good. I meant featherweight Dakota. I see. Yo, Wild Barry, what's up, buddy? Diego Lopez versus Holloway at lightweight. Again, it's Max Holloway. I mean, if any good version of Holloway shows up, he beats a lot of these guys. Boom, roasted. What fight would be crazy if it was a Prime versus Prime any weight class? Fucking Prime Kane, Prime John. Prime Khabib, Prime Tony. Oh yeah. Obviously Connor number one, not even close. The wits with the attitude and charisma. Chael probably the purest talent. Izzy isn't on the same level. Chill, bro. Okay. I couldn't think of a third one. I mean, I said it on the thing, and I liked his promos, but I couldn't think of a third. So, do I listen to Askren as a commentator? Okay. You know who's a great commentator back in the day? Frank Mir. Very good. He used to be good. I don't know why he's not anymore. They are. Kenny Florin used to be good. Dan Hardy used to be good. Dan Hardy is trash now. Prime Jones, Prime Fedor. Ooh, baby. Askren better than Smith. Better than Smith. Smith. I love Max at lightweight. Yep. You never talk about the business. What are you talking about? About the business. Oh. Who you got, Paul versus who? Prime Khabib versus Prime GSP. Prime GSP dominates Khabib. Hope Shera beats the shit out of Costa. I don't think he will. I think Costa beats the shit out of Shera. I think Shera will be spinning around and throwing his kicks and stuff, but I like Costa in that fight if it happens. On paper, Anthony Smith never loses. Holy shit. I didn't mind him before he said that, but after he said that with John, you can go fuck yourself. Yuck. Tony vs. Khabib was every hardcore's dream. Remember Brian Stanley commentary? Ernie, great comment. Correct. Brian Stan is a super underrated commentator, and like when we seen him again, when he popped up, holy fuck, is Brian Stan. When I first started watching WEC, and I was getting super into it, I'd watch Brian Stan when he was 5-0. Steve Cantwell, Doug Marshall when he won the title. I mean, that is so cool to me to see him back again. So cool. Didn't Anthony Smith say John is only good when... Yeah, correct. Sure did. Well, let's tie his hand up. I bet I could beat him. Yeah, why are we crippling John? Are Costa and Shera going to fight? That's the announcement so far. It's not confirmed, but that's the talk. John also beat the piss out of Smith and attacked his family. Bisbee was a good trash talker. Yes, he was. The one thing that always irked me with him is when he fought Jorge Rivera, and after he beat Jorge, even though he illegally kneed him beforehand, He went over to the corner and he spit at his corner. Like, ew, I don't like that. Didn't Smith say Jones? Yeah, yep. When he mixes the martial arts, yeah. Dustin Poirier came from the WEC. Yep. Most forgotten champion, possibly Barilla Bustamante. I mean, that's a great one. That is a very very good one. It us hardcore fans know, but to me, it has to be the most underrated champion. It has to be DJ, because the UFC doesn't acknowledge him. He doesn't really get talked about unless it's fans. That's not the company recognizing him. But Barilla's a great one because they don't talk about him either. So they just announced Monzar versus Murphy, number one contender, and Yank versus Yair versus Volk. No, they did not. No, they did not. Please. Oh, God, please. Okay, nothing confirmed, but I will probably expect that tomorrow. Damn. Ugh. I don't want that fight at all. I like Murphy Mobzar. I do like that. I'm glad they're running that back. Prime GSP dominates Khabib, and an older GSP wanted a Prime Khabib says a lot. Correct. Correct, Ernie. Correct. I like to listen to Canelo cuss in English. Hilarious. Even Canelo laughs. Yeah. It's weird because when he speaks Spanish, he sounds different than when he tries to speak English. It's like, what is this? Even though Floyd Mayweather was a boxer and not MMA fighter, he was good trash talker too. Oh yeah, 100%. Mr. Nobani, how what's up? I think Islam is better than Khabib. Thoughts? I agree. I mean, yeah, you're 100% correct. I got it. Oops, I got it sent on Instagram. Hell yeah. Okay. Yair Volk beats the shit out of Yair. This fight doesn't make any sense to me. I hate it. Bustamante also got absolutely fucking screwed in his first defense, I believe it was. Dude tapped out and then he said he didn't, so Bustamante tapped him again. Oh yeah, that was fucking what's his name? Matt Lindland. Yep, I think he tapped him with an armbar and then he tapped him again with an armbar. Ooh, I'm pretty sure. Did I nail that? I'm pretty sure that's correct. Yeah, because the Big John, I believe it was, stopped it, and he said, no, I didn't tap. And then he put him back in there, and he fought him again. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Murillo, guillotine. Is that, oh, did I get that wrong? Could have sworn it was Matt Lindland. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so he armbarred him, said he didn't, and then he guillotined him in the third. Let me see this. Sorry, 1 second. I got right into the chat. I gotta figure this out now. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Here it is. Oh, bust. Oh, no, that's not right. The fuck is this? That's not it. My way. Trying to figure this out. It's not really working. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Linlin. He. Oh, he dropped him with the right hand. Oh, it's only going to show the third round. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yep, Lin. Okay, guillotine. I think second tap. I still kind of got that one, but yeah, that's great. Damn it. Khabib also wanted GSP to make him 155. Basically became Khabib instead of going up in weight. Great call out there, Devin. Appreciate you. Corey, what's up? Poor Mob's been deserving of a title shot. UFC hates him because he doesn't get finishes. Well, he also has a lot of pullouts. He doesn't make fights a lot. Best striker in MMA right now, I think it's either Ilya or Alex P. Personally, I would go with Alex P because he's in a heavier weight division. I think the margin for error for him is way higher than Ilya. But Ilya in the lower weight classes is the best striker. I'd say Max Holloway is the better striker, but I'd say Ilya has the best power in the lower division because Holloway has the most significant strikes ever landed in the history. But power wise, it's definitely Ilya. Yeah, your versus Volk is as bad as Topuria versus Gaethje. Oh, I agree. This Instagram account said Benjamin announced it. Armin versus Patty, Prates versus Leon. Ooh, I love it. Ilya Gaethje. Ugh. I wouldn't mind Aaron Pico at lightweight, considering that is the weight class he started his MMA career at. That's fair. Hello, ZZ Top. What's up? Pico dies in lightweight. He's a big boy. Van versus Pantoja. Oh my God, that's awesome. Am I married? Yes. Long time. Armbar, fake tap out, then tap to guillotine, I believe. Yep. Because I remember Big John stopped it. And then he said, I didn't tap. And he says, okay. Gaethje gets submitted by him within 2 rounds. I think he gets KO'd. Grappling submission, possibly, but yeah, he's getting finished. For sure. I still don't think he deserves it. I got to be honest. I don't think Gaethje deserves it. Big John is also man enough to admit he was wrong. Yep, talked about it on Rogan's podcast. Oliveira win odds are 1 in a billion. He's a better grappler. If he can grapple with Fiziev, he wins. Fiziev is the future. I don't think he's the future. If you can't beat Justin Gaethje when his style matches up perfectly with yours, you can't beat him twice. No. Thoughts on Roger Jacobin's situation? Corey, what's up? I don't know if you've been around listening to this, but it's awful. Just imagine Holloway versus Pico at lightweight. Oh, it'd be crazy. Crazy. And I think that fight would also, Holloway might be able to finish him later, but I don't think Holloway has big power. Oh, I guess at 55, his power's kind of showing through a little bit more. Yeah, that's a great fight. These cannot be a perennial journeyman, right? How's Oliveira already coming back so soon? Ernie, good fucking question. Good question. Also, subscribe to the channel. Like the stream if you guys can. It helps out so much. Super chats are always welcome. It helps support the channel so I can keep on doing it. I do it every single day anyways, except Fridays because I have to get up early for Saturday for work. Stream every single Saturday for fight nights and pay-per-views. Better see you there. Appreciate you guys for sure. As Holloway usually struggles with shorter fighters. Yep. I'm going Ruffy, Pitbull, Sam Patterson, and Ante DeLucia. Okay. I think Pitbull loses. But every other one I agree with. Kaya will get dusted. I don't think so, but possibly. Ruffy first round, walk-off shadow. Very possible. Very possible. He gassed round 2 with no camp. With a camp, he fought 5 rounds. Who are we talking about? Okay, that's fair. We'll see. Again, if Oliveira can't grapple, he's getting KO'd. Who will be the next one for Hamzat? It's either going to be the winner of Fluffy RDR, Kai versus Imavov, and they kind of made it seem like it was Fluffy or RDR. It's probably going to be Fluffy. I think Fluffy beats RDR later in the fight. I think Kai beats Imavov. I think the hardest fight for Hamzat is Kai, just because he can grapple. Fiziev with the camp mauls Gaethje. Well, he didn't the first time they fought. So, no. Even though I thought Fiziev won that first fight, he didn't with a full camp then. 26,000 on Eagles tomorrow. Whoo, buddy. RDR or Imavov. Imavov's a tough one because, he was getting outstruck. He was even getting taken down by Brendan Allen. But I don't know if RDR is going to be able to submit Imavov early. And I think if he doesn't, he loses. Been busy, brother. No. Corey, I didn't mean it like rude or anything. I appreciate you. Haven't had much time to watch any streams. Lots of good fights. And the fight night's coming up while we wait for the Aspinall and Islam cards. Yes, appreciate you, Corey. It wasn't trying to be rude. Rumors were Matt Lin also did not shower for like a month before the fight to make his opponent uncomfortable as possible. Is that true? That's crazy if that's true. I got Hurts, Saquon, and a bunch of fantasy leagues. Okay. Yeah, the fucking Cowboys are dumb enough to pay their corner, who's a ball hawk, but I mean that's a go big or go home type of player. You have no fucking linebacker like Mike got to stop Saquon. What are you doing, idiots? Did I hear the news that Raja won't be arrested? I kind of heard that. It's bullshit. I'm of all Borello. Who's your pick? I have Kai winning because you know wrestling. Um, I yes, yes. I think Borello's decent enough striking. He fights well at distance, I think his grappling beats him. I forgot you don't think Hurts is elite. You'll see tomorrow. Beating the Cowboys does not show me Jalen Hurts is elite. I'm sorry. Also, one game doesn't show me you're elite. You have to be consistent. You have to make throws that other quarterbacks can make every single play, every single snap. Jalen Hurts can't do that. He's good, but he is not. He is not elite. The NFC East loves Jerry Jones. Long live Jerry Jones. Yuck. I'm so glad you're not one of those asshole MMA YouTubers who tries to shame someone and make them feel small for opinion they don't agree with. I do my very best not to do that. I always try not to. I'm just being honest. We're just talking about fights. Talking about fights and talking about what we want. That's it. As long as you guys aren't rude, I'm not rude. Kai is not submitting or outstriking. I'm Evolve. Well, you'll see. He's a better grappler than Brendan Allen, and Brendan Allen had a lot of success. Hurts still way better than Dak Prescott. Oh, sure, but Dak Prescott can make any throw more consistent than Hurts. Like, he might be a better overall quarterback, but Dak Prescott is he's a better overall thrower than Hurts is, by far. Do you know Young Thug? No. Viziev is a very fun fight, and I was so bought in. I thought he got robbed after the first Gaethje fight, but you're right. You cannot be able to beat him twice at this stage and talk about champ. Correct. Jerry Jones is the problem with the Cowboys. Yes, he is. They gave Viziev path to championship once again by giving him Charles. Again, if Charles grapples with him, he beats him. He beats him. If he can't grapple with him and he strikes with him, he loses. Sridhar, we are not talking about politics. That's not what we do over here. We talk about fights. Imagine Aaron Pico versus Diego Lopez. That would be fun barn burner. How would you see that fight going? I see that fight going for about 3 minutes, and who knows? Pico is so explosive early. Who knows? But again, if he can have that much success against Murphy early, he can be successful against a lot of guys. What the fuck? When he beats Charles, he's next for the title. No, he's not. What? He'll be 1-2 in his last 3. What are you talking about? You can't have one win and fight for a title. Fiziev should move to featherweight, in my opinion. I agree. Oh yeah, he beat Zahuber. So you can't. He's 2-1. That's the same thing with Gaethje. I don't think so. Fiziev is good, but never will be champion. Correct. Khabib is crazy saying Ilya has a 20% chance to beat Arman. I do agree that Arman is the only real threat, but I think it's more of a 50-50 than 80-20 for Arman. The problem is like, I don't think Arman's striking defense is good enough to beat Ilya. And it has to be somewhat good, and his is not good. His is not good. That will be his downfall. It's definitely not 80-20, for sure. It is 50-50. But I lean a lot towards Topuria. I have 96.2. You keep saying this, Clan. That means nothing to me. It means nothing to me. Again, like I said, if Charles can't grapple, he probably gets finished. If Charles grapples, he submits Viziev. Are you from Texas? No. Viziev could be a champion if he moves to featherweight. Correct. Ilya grabs Armin by the scruff of the chest and slaps his nose off the little. We're all from Texas. Charles might. God, I hope not. I love Charles, man. Am I from Utah? What? What? Yeah, I'm from everywhere. Jerry Jones is the problem because it's personal, but you can't like that doesn't come with certain benefits. His problem is that he just waits too long to pull the trigger with contracts or trades and value. Yeah, correct. Correct. Yep. Venezuela. Okay. Players like Cowboys, though. Yeah. I mean, it's like what 2 years ago when they lost almost everyone with from free agency wise, like defensive line, offensive line, not the offensive line, but defensive line and running back, and they did nothing to recoup, or they didn't fix any of those holes. They lost a bunch of people and are like, nah, we'll keep going with what we have. You can't do that. Players like, oh yeah, Jesus. Roger Jackson versus Jesus. I don't think he's going anywhere, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I think he needs to do anger management classes for a long time. I basically think he needs to be on probation for 10, 20 years. To be honest. And he always will. Jerry knows there's always next year while maximizing the story of this year. You're correct. I think he needs to be on the Dana White's Contender Series. Jesus. Hi, what's up? Jerry Jones thinks he is a football player. Yeah. Correct. Correct. It's just like, for one, yeah, you went out and you got CD some help, which I love. I love that pickup for them. That's awesome. I hate it for the Steelers. I think it's ridiculous for the Steelers. You have DK. Why not keep Pickens? Now you have nobody else on that other side. What are we doing here? Would you fight MMA Guru? No. Hi, have you ever watched anime? No. He needs counseling major. Well, I don't think it's on Rampage. I don't think that's what it is. Rampage said he's been having issues since his mom passed, but I don't think it's his dad issues. Thoughts on MMA Joey? MMA Joey's awesome. When I was a very small channel, he helped me out a lot. So I owe a lot to Joey. I may not agree with everything that he says, which I don't, but he's a good dude. Didn't the Roger situation happen in LA? Makes sense. He isn't getting arrested. They love criminals out there. Greetings from Washington. Sup? Appreciate you. Smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel as well. Working my way up to 5,000. Thoughts on modern day JRE? I love Rogan. I just grew up with him. I like listening to his podcast. Like Protect Your Parks is incredible. Protect Your Neck. I believe that's what it's called. I can't remember. It's the Matt Serra, Dean Thomas podcast is incredible. I love when he has his friends on there. I love it. I love when he's talking about fights. I love it. I don't care about the scientist ones. I like the one where the guy was talking about Charles Manson. I thought that was incredible. The one he was talking about JFK as well. That was good too. I don't care about scientists. I don't care about political stuff. I don't care about that stuff. But I like Joe. I like Joe. No excuse if your mother passed. I lost my mother from a car accident at the hospital, yet I never tried to beat a man to death. Sorry, it's part of life. I agree, Devin. Yeah, I lost my mom in November or December. Yeah, late December, Jesus Christ, early December, and I haven't done that. So, but yeah, sorry for your loss, Devin. I believe Rampage Son fights at lightweight. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Raja in the UFC. Ever seen the movie JFK? I don't think I have, but I want to. I love the documentary on Hulu when they talk about it from the original doctors. when it first happened, I can't think of it. They had procedures and stuff on him. I did a procedure on him, and it's fascinating. I love it. Hello, hello, what's up? I'm such a fan of Rampage. Like one of literally grew up with him. Literally scared as a kid of seeing him stare down Jones. I never want to criticize him, even if anything, it just because it's Rampage. And again, like this isn't like I don't want to criticize Rampage. This isn't on Rampage. His son's 25 years old. This isn't on Rampage. Whether Rampage could have done better at certain things, it's not on Rampage. His son is old enough to know the consequences. It's on Raja. Did you see a Rampage interview with Steele today? It was embarrassing, horrible gaslighting and dodging responsibility. Well, again, he also has been talking about it. He's been saying how upset he is about it. He's been talking. I mean, how many times can the guy say it? I don't like this. I'm upset about this. But Raja's situation is so wrong. Agreed, Ernie. It sucks. It's hard you think about them every day that goes by. It's painful. That's the day you become a true man. You are alone. Need to set an example to others. Sorry for your loss as well. Appreciate you. Yeah. I haven't really talked about it much, but I was not close with mine. My mom was basically a kid when she had me, and I was the oldest. And she had to go through a lot of loss right before I was born. And, she was an addict basically my whole life. And that's what took her. You know, why I don't drink, that's a lot of the reason. And because I seen what it can do to people and to that person, You know, I've been married now for almost 12 years. And I never I seen my mom here and there, stuff like that. She met my kids. But because I was the oldest, and I'm sorry we're getting a little personal here, but because I'm the oldest, my brother and my sister, for obviously me and my mom, but for my brother and my sister, I had to, when she was in the hospital, I had to make the decisions to keep it going or pull the plug. And that's obviously something I've never had to do. I've never been responsible for that. And when the day came to where I need to make the decision, keep it going, but it's not really coming back, or do I need to pull it? Well, my grandpa and my step grandma, whatever the hell she is, she was up there with her. My mom was 48. And then, so we decided to do it, let it go naturally within 30 minutes, probably 30 minutes, shit, maybe even less than that. I got the phone call and said they told me she had passed away. Oh, I hadn't been close to my mom, and I'm gonna be 32 in September. Shit, I mean, 15 years, maybe a little bit more, and it hurt way more than I thought it would. It still hurts, of course, but it hurt a lot more than I thought it would because I didn't have that relationship. But like I told my dad, when my dad found out about it, we talked about it, and I said the one thing that I've always fought my mom to get help with alcohol, that's what pissed me off the most. Because the one thing that I've thought about, the one thing I fought her on my whole life, that's the thing that takes her. So that's the thing that made me most upset, most mad, was as a kid asking her to get help because of alcohol, and then so it takes her, 25 years later or whatever like that. Like I said, my mom, 48 years old. I'll be 32, 31 then, obviously, when she passed. I mean, yeah, sorry, super painful. Sorry about that. Anyways, Raji at 25 years old. What the fuck does a father have to do with any situation at all? Correct. Not to change the topic of the chat, but I think like to start reading the Bible. Does anyone know? Yeah. You're using Psychos 2 as a way to get immediate attention. Yeah, I again, Rampage keeps talking about it. He keeps apologizing, and people keep sticking microphones in his face. It's just like he keeps saying what he's saying. Let's keep the microphone out of his face because it just all you can say now is just stuff that's gonna upset people and that he probably doesn't even mean. I don't know. Thoughts on Ringo MMA? I don't really know him. Rampage is funny, dude. You should check out his YouTube channel called Rampage Jackson Live. Damn good channel. Okay, hell yeah. He's trying to paint the picture as Raja just went off script, and the punches he missed was him trying to sell it. Ugh, yuck. I'm sorry for your loss. I appreciate you. Hey, my father drank a lot. I didn't like what I saw. I don't drink. Yep. Yep. My mom married a lot my mom was married a lot when I was a kid, and she did not marry good people. So alcohol has never been a thing for me. Never. And I noticed most moms treat certain kids like shit when they don't like the father, but treat other kids great when she loved his or her father. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I was sad losing my father. We never got to amend the things we needed to. Yep. Yep. And because I'm younger, and my mom is younger because she had me younger, I always thought, one day, one day. So that, again, that's one of the hardest things is being like, we're young enough to where might not be cool now, but we might be cool later because we have a lot of time. So when I was like, oh shit, we're not gonna get that, whew, man. But losing a lot is indescribable. It's an empty, lonely feeling. Yep, it's important to spread experiences to help others. Agreed. I'm not close to my father either. Complete deadbeat. I'm getting a little too personal myself. Appreciate you, Taryn. Rampage should stop talking. Yep. That's not what Rampage said. He said several times that Raja was in the wrong. Yeah, exactly. Hey man, what's up? Yeah, and like I said, Devin, that's exactly my thing. Is we had a lot of issues, and like you said, because I'm her oldest one, was her oldest one. You know, I've seen everything, and I guess maybe to a fault, I held it. I held her to every standard. I held her to every wrong. And I told my wife when she passed away that I think that um, I think I could have done better when it was good times when she was trying. I could have done better on those times to acknowledge the try, not forgive, but I could have acknowledged those try and enjoyed those moments. But I didn't because I held her to every standard. And obviously now that she's gone, I regret that. Obviously. Thanks, John, but it's a part of life. If I can help anyone get through something, I am happy I can. It's okay to feel sad for people who feel like strangers. Yeah, I appreciate you, Devin. Thank you, man. $5 years ago. Yeah, and actually, when I got the phone call that she was in the hospital, I was like, "Oh, she'll be fine," because I seen a lot of stuff where she should have been hurt or whatever, and she was perfectly fine when it came to it. And I was like, "Oh, she's gonna be fine." And then when you figure out and all this stuff, what's happening and what's going on, my mom had cirrhosis of the liver because of alcohol, and she kept getting pneumonia, but she kept getting infections and stuff like that. But um, I think she was in the hospital for 2 weeks. Oh wait, uh, Thanksgiving is when she went in the day before Thanksgiving. Let me see. Thanksgiving I think is the 24th, and she passed the 8th. So I guess yeah, that's 2 weeks, and she just kept getting infection. Jesus, yeah. Whenever someone passes, I never reflect on the what if because that right there would drive you crazy. Yeah. And like I said, I held that anger and I held that resentment, some, I guess, maybe for myself a little bit, but on her my whole life, basically. So then when you get the phone call that it's, those can't be amended, it's like I told my wife, I was just mad for no reason at this point because nothing came out of it. I mean, nothing was fixed. I don't know. Did anyone see the Dana White giveaway to get to fly out, free seats and stuff? I seen that. I of course put my name in the hat. Nothing right now. My mom died. I could have done everything better. Regrets. Regrets can't change the past. Yep. Appreciate you, Lolita. What's the most important is learning from mistakes and using experiences to be better parents, friends, brothers to others. That's the only right thing to do. Can't blame the world like some do. Yep. Yep. Appreciate you, Devin. Who wins, Jason or Michael? I think Jason. Don't you hate when people try to judge you for cutting a parent out of your life, judging in, don't even know the situation? Oh yes. And like I said, I've been in that position my entire life. You know, yeah, my entire life. So yeah, I know that situation well, far too well, far too well. Like I know there's some problems there, but you probably should talk to her again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Coach family agrees to purchase a 10% stake of the Giants. The fuck? The fuck? 10 billion? Whoa. Okay, well, you're gone, buddy. See ya. Come back in a minute. Try that again. But I appreciate you guys for sure. Sorry, I got so personal there. Yeah, someone bought 10% of the Giants. I can't look it up right. Oh wait, you know what? Let me go to ESPN real quick. Thank you. Need to donate $10 to be entered into the UFC giveaway, but it's a great cause. Oh, yeah, I don't have $10 to donate to that. But I thought there was a free one you can do, and then you could do like, I think like thousands, like 500, something like that. It's craziness. But me personally, I don't give a rat's ass about people not understanding why I cut my mom out of my life. Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, it's so hard for me because like I did it, like I said, for almost 20 years, and the only thing that I can come from it is like, yeah, everybody has their own process. I can't be like just don't let it weigh you down and some of that because it's just like you have to let the situation play out. Hopefully you can amend it. Hopefully, but you also probably shouldn't be the one trying to fix it. You shouldn't be the one doing the communicating. Like I don't even talk to really any of my family. I could text them. I could do all these things, but that shouldn't be on me because like if if they want to communicate, they can also communicate. I, I don't talk to any of my family. You know, I haven't talked to my brother in almost a year. Yeah, it's 7 months. Yeah, 7 months. You don't have to apologize, man. It's cool to be a part of your community. Appreciate you, buddy. You watch Gabe. Not even. Not happening, buddy. Not happening. Okay. Right here. Coach family to buy stake in Giants at 10 billion valuation. Coach family reported has agreed to purchase a 10% stake of the New York Giants. It would come at a valuation of 10 billion, which would surpass the North American personal record of 6.05 billion that Josh Harris Group paid to buy the Washington Commanders, looking to sell limited stake in NFL team. Julia Koch, the widow of David Koch, who died in 2019, a net worth of 81.2 billion. She and her family last year bought 15% of the global company that owns the Brooklyn Nets and New York Liberty. Huh. I wonder what this means for that team. Like, is that going to be better ownership? Is that going to be better stuff like that? That's ridiculous. I'd recommend calling your mama and telling her you love her. What's ridiculous? What are you talking about? What's ridiculous? And who? Team valuation is the most important thing according to X people. Yeah. Team valuation. Yeah. That's like saying a win-loss record to a quarterback's record is the best stat. It's like it is the quarterback. Yeah, the quarterback could be the best quarterback in the world. If your defense is ass, it don't fucking matter. It's craziness. I can't wait for football. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I do want to stream a game or two here and there. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know how the channel would do because I'm not a football channel. But I definitely want to do something like that. It's going to be awesome. Bitsy, what up, buddy? Joe Burrow. Love Joe Burrow. I think he's incredible. Yeah, Joe Burrow. Justin Herbert. I think Herbert's incredible, but his team's not great. He deals with a lot of fucking shots. Takes a drops is what I mean. Jesus. I was reading the fucking, what's his name? Luke Rockhold. I was seeing the Luke Rockhold retirement thing. Jesus. Bitsy, hope you're doing well, buddy. Again, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys. Herbert was more his fault than Burrow. Well, I don't think Herbert. I don't think either guy is perfect. Herbert's biggest thing is like his receivers drop the football. Herbert's really good. Burrow's incredible, for sure. But Burrow also has a clear number one guy. Herbert has Ladd, but he has no one else. Maybe do a Thursday night football game. That'd be sick. So the Giants are valued at $100 billion. Ain't no way. I don't know. That's what it says. That's what it said. They're buying 10% of the company, and it's valued at $10 billion. I don't know. I don't know. The second highest was the 6.05. That was the second highest after this one. Or before this one, I guess. I got donuts for this coming season. What's your beard smell like? Shampoo. Who's your guys' team? Again, super chats are always welcome, but I appreciate you. Ooh, Eagles, Bitsy, no. Texans, okay. Rockhold was still in his prime. I thought gonna be maybe GOAT of the division level. Way more skilled and talented than a lot of people he lost to, especially if he's prime. Raja's situation sucks. Raja sucks. Kansas City, hell yeah, Taryn. Heard Texans has really good food. Yes, I heard so too. What's my team? I was a Green Bay Packers fan for almost 15 years, I believe. NBA said I love the Celtics. Okay, okay. Um, One sec. Texans, I'm a fan of CJ. I think he's gonna be still be good. Second season's rough, but he lost quite a few receivers. I believe Mixon was incredible last year, but I thought he was out as well a couple moments. Um, yeah, he lost receivers and stuff. Eagles, I'm not a fan of Hurts. I don't think he's very good or great. I think he's good. I just don't think he's great. I think he's more of a game manager than a. Kansas City, I love Andy Reid. I think he's awesome. I think Mahomes is incredible. Even a down year, he's still good. That defense was good. The biggest issue for the Chiefs right now is they don't have a clear number one receiver. That's the truth. I heard text. Yeah, da, 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 da. Raja ruined so many opportunities. Yep, you can't be American and switch teams, bro. Uh, well, Green Bay Packers organization sucks ass. So, sucks ass. You know how many times I've seen Rodgers be like, "Hey, can you get me some fucking help?" And the organization's like, "Nah," and then get rid of somebody that he liked. That's why that Parsons one pissed me off. Why do you think Aaron when they like? What did you think of Aaron when they drafted Live? Oh, Love. Oh, I was pissed because like I thought Jordan Love would still be there. A couple picks later, I didn't think you needed to draft up to get him. I think in hindsight, it was the best thing for Aaron because he had two back-to-back MVP seasons. So I like that aspect of it. I love Rodgers. To me, he's incredible. Um, I'm excited to see what he can do with the Steelers and DK. But yeah, I like it. So you must be happy about the Michael Parsons trade. No, I'm not happy. I like Michael Parsons. I think he's great. The problem I have with it was so many years I watched the Packers play, and Rodgers and Clay Matthews and James Jones and what's his name, Charles Woodson. All of these great defensive players. Casey Hayward, not Sam Shields. Um, some other defensive guys or offensive guys be like, hey, we want to stay here. We'll take a little bit lower money or we need paid. And then the Packers be like, no. And then they go somewhere else and then they're good. And it's like, dude. And then their draft picks were always shit. Like Jair's great draft pick. Jones is a good draft pick, obviously. Adams is a good draft pick in round number 2. But it's just like you draft the safety from Maryland, who was awful, not even on the team anymore. You drafted the fucking Amari Rodgers, not very good, not on the. I don't think he's on the team. Maybe he is, but he hasn't been very good. You drafted, Kevin Love. I believe not Kevin Love. Oh, you drafted the other corner. Might have been Kevin Love. No, it's not Kevin Love. I can't remember. But you drafted him. He was awful as a corner. You drafted Demarius. I can't remember. Rob Rogers? No. Demarius something. He was a safety. They made him be a corner. It's just like, dude, what are we doing? Gosh. He could have gotten a ton of money off kick. Yeah. Glad Rockhold retired because he's turning 49 this November. He's turning 41. He's not turning 49. Being from Indiana, you don't like the Colts. I was never really into the Colts. I still think Richardson is better than Daniel Jones. I don't think Daniel Jones is great. He is a game manager to the T. I think Tyler Warren's going to ball out. But I was never into the Colts, no. What's my team now? I don't really have a team. I just like football. I like players. Brett Favre was cool back in the day. Sure. Didn't Rodgers have to set out 7 years behind Favre? I believe 3. Maybe 4. And he sat out a few years, yes. Notice the NBA has a lot of foreign players, NFL not so much. You rarely see an NFL player from Russia or any other foreign country. Correct? Brady the GOAT. Super Bowl wise, yes. Football is not played in Russia. Correct. Why the fuck should Steelers give up Pickens if Rodgers there? Rodgers got the call before they did that, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I was like, oh my god, he has Pickens and DK? I fucking love this. And then they trade Pickens away, and then they trade Minka away. But then they got Jalen Ramsey. I like that a lot, but why are you trading? You got Jonnu Smith. I don't care. You got Pat Fryermuth. He's better. I don't get it. What's your take on Islam Ilya fight? Who will get it done if it takes place? I think Islam gets it done, but Ilya is a puncher's chance. American football had not integrated into European countries? Correct. You watch high school football, you play? No. No. Money, that's why. That's fair. That's fair. It just seemed like the Steelers they don't have anybody besides DK. I like DK a lot, but you can't throw DK every fucking play. So it's now gonna be like I have one good receiver, they're gonna be guarding him a lot, but you don't have another person to catch the ball besides Pat Fryermuth. Pound for pound rankings? What do you mean? Celtics did the same shit after the big three because they wanted to save money. Was Pickens owed a god? Was Pickens on his contract? I don't even think he was on his contract year. Also, if you traded for him, what the hell did you get for him? Or traded him away? I don't remember what they got for him. Let me see. He's 24. Oh, okay. Steelers traded Pickens and a 2027 sixth to the Cowboys for a third and a fifth. They didn't even get a player. The Steelers don't even have. Oh my God. Let me see this. See who their fucking receivers are. Pittsburgh roster. Receiver: Calvin Austin, DK, Scotty Miller, Ben Showrinick, Roman Wilson. Calvin Austin has done nothing. Scotty Miller's a decent underneath guy, but he's not great. Ben hasn't done anything. Roman hasn't done anything. I don't get it. I don't get it. Owners want a return on their investment. They will trade a good player once their value increases. Budgeting so that the owners can maximize their wallets. That's fair. That's fair. Renat or Gus. I have wolf spiders and frogs as visitors. What the fuck? They always ruin a good team by doing this, but they make more money, unfortunately. I mean, that's true, but I just don't understand it. Like I said, I love the Jalen Ramsey. I believe Jalen Ramsey is there. I love that. I think that's awesome. I love that Darius Slay is there. That's cool. Deshaun Elliott's really good. I like him a lot too. Juan Thornhill's decent. Not a great run. He doesn't cover the run very well, but he's a great tackler. But I don't understand it. I don't get it. Literally no value for this year's veteran win now group or guys for Pittsburgh. Maybe trading deadline. Trade deadline. Yeah, I mean, who's even transactions? I don't think they even have a Robert Woods. Oh, released Robert Woods from the practice squad. That's a receiver. Why would you release him? I know he might not be great. He's still a veteran guy. I don't understand. I keep saying this, and I hate that I have to keep saying it. You need all. They waived Benny Bishop after he played decently last year. That's weird to me. He's not great, but is there a fucking? There's not a trade block. What are we doing here? O-line suspect. O-line's definitely suspect. You have Andreas Pete on your O-line. It's not great. Center, depth chart. Let's look here. So, left tackle is Broderick Jones. Left guard is Isaac Sulumalu. Zach Frazier for center. Mason McCormick for right guard. And Troy what is that name? Fatuanu? Wow. Derek Harmon's fucking hurt. I don't know. Reminder that talk we had about pro wrestling a few streams ago? Yes. Remember Bobby Lashley, the kid, was a beast. WWE just didn't push him hard enough. I remember when he debuted on SmackDown. He was 100% going to be something. They didn't push him. I mean, they pushed him hard in ECW. Obviously, he was champion and all that. They pushed him hard there, but it never translated to Raw or SmackDown or nothing like that. Do I know Gokhan Saki? Hell yeah. What time is Paris going to start for you? 11. Hit that like and support the channel. Yes, absolutely. Appreciate you, Bitsy. I hope you're doing well, buddy. It was a receipt. The problem with it was punch 323. Oh, okay. Bobby Lashley body was designed to gas out. Yeah, he did pretty good in the first round. Yep. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yep, trying to get this up to 5,000 subscribers and keep it moving, keep it, what's it called? Keep it growing so I can not have to work 7 days a week. Love the Bobby Lashley theme song when he debuted on SmackDown. Yep. When he came back, I was like, oh, it's not different. It's different. It's not the same. That sucks. Saying Batista did pretty well. He did okay. I'm glad he only did one and done, but yes. Do you make overtime? Yeah. The only way I get overtime, I have to do the 7th day is. So, yeah. I couldn't do anything if I didn't, unfortunately. It just is what it is nowadays. Bobby debuted in 2005 during the Ruthless Aggression era. Yep. He debuted against fucking Simon. Oh, what's his name? Oh my god, the Simon guy. Remember when the Green Ranger did MMA? He did pretty good. He did okay. I do remember him. R.I.P. That guy was awesome. Bobby started off on SmackDown, then 2006 went to ECW. Yep. And then he was in I think he won the title in the Elimination Chamber on, Big Show. Yeah. That's also where CM Punk was at. He was awesome. I loved his Kill Switch Engage theme. Oh, so good. Also, Lashley drafted to Raw in 2007. Raja kept punching to a point where I don't even know if Stu's decision. If it's Stu's decision, can Rampage pay him off? His health is everything. Rampage doesn't need to be involved in this. This is on Raja. Rampage doesn't need to pay him off. Simon Dean, thank you. That guy, purple outfit. I see him perfectly in my mind. Stu lost most of his teeth. This is a travesty. Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. I mean, there's nothing more you can say. It's terrible. So unacceptable. Yeah, he was getting pushed. I thought he was getting pushed pretty hard on SmackDown, and then ECW kind of pushed him pretty hard, and then it seemed like he lost a lot of hype after the Cena FU off the top rope. I think that was 2007 as well. Ooh, and I think that was way later than 2007, I think. But that's kind of where it seemed to die down a lot. But yeah, Raja, 25. He can only be held behind the scenes. But I heard Rampage hasn't even spoken to Raja. That's not true. There's a stream where they're in the same room together. And Rampage is talking to him. 100% Rampage has talked to Raja. There's video proof of it. But it's about 12:30 here. I'm gonna make dinner. I wanted to get on here with you guys before I did that. I appreciate you. I hope you guys do stay safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I can't even fucking speak. That's what I miss about the old WWE, mostly ruthless aggression. Each brand had good rosters, Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown was incredible back when I was a kid. Incredible. The tag teams were awesome, like Paul London and Brian Kendrick. They were my favorite. I like them a lot. But I appreciate you guys. Stay safe. I'll see you, of course, tomorrow. We'll talk about football. You know we will. I won't know everything that happened because I'll be at work while the game is on. But I will be keeping track and we will be talking about it. No, Rampage said he hasn't spoken to Raja after the incident. No, he has. He has. That's I don't know when he that was, and maybe it was right after it had happened, but he has since then talked to him because there's a video of him talking to him about it. So he has definitely talked to him. But I do appreciate you. Stay safe. Watch the playlist. Oh, before he spoke, not after. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what he said on Ariel's podcast. Triple H was pretty much the face of Raw in 2003. Kurt Angle was the face of SmackDown in 2003. Yep. I hated Triple H as a kid. Hated him. Now that I'm older, that was my childhood. Triple H being a bad guy. I love it. Love it. But appreciate you. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.